I like this dude. He used to work at Cloud Imperium. Before that, he was a YouTube content creator. His name is The Pilot. Since has quit, I believe, and now is getting back into the content. And he's going to talk about the C2. Let's check it out. Execute.
I love Crusader. I love the design language of their ships. I love that they created a hedonistic pleasure city flying in the clouds of a gas giant. And I love that a rebel freedom fighter who spent years smuggling away on cargo ships won that fight, performed a hostile takeover of the company that made the cargo ships, appropriated their religious imagery for his own use, and then made those cargo ships better.
Yes, sir. You're not gonna hate me.
Who else would know exactly what it is? I love that August Dunlow turned Crusader into a shipping logistics juggernaut and created the ship that became the mainstay for any and all human cargo transport. If you're hauling cargo from a planet, you're using this. This is the C2 Hercules Starlifter. I am not unbiased, but I'm also not going to make you wait to the end to know the result. I'll tell you right now, this ship is a triumph. Before you stands the cosmic Colossus of the spaceways, the de facto cargo ship. Resplendent with all the typical Crusader trimmings, curved lines, diffused lighting, and a perfectly struck balance between functionality and aesthetic. Which is all just a fancy way of saying it's both very pretty and very useful. Its main draw, of course, being the cavernous cargo hold here at the base of the ship, able to hold a small fleet of ground vehicles, snub fighters, or what is far more likely a small moon's worth of cargo. 696 SCU of cargo can be nestled into the underbelly of this overstuffed turkey. And while there are other ships from other manufacturers who can arguably hold much more things to be brought to other places, there are two major drawbacks to using them. First, those ships can't land. Ultimately, somewhere in the supply chain, someone is using a C2 to get that cargo spaceborne anyway. And much more importantly, those pilots have to sit on a stiff and uncomfortable chair, surrounded by grease-stained industrial panels and fluorescent lighting.
Drake.
And I don't. I get to sit here, in a raised captain's chair surrounded by polished composite and glass. I have a dashboard that is legitimately bigger than the bed I'm sleeping in just down the hall.
Yeah. Okay. But where's the duct tape? Where's the duct tape, I ask you?
And I have more buttons at my reach than a tailor shop. You could genuinely spend a good amount of time figuring out which one opens the glove box, but I'll save you some time. It's right here. From the moment you take command...
On the next Drake ship, can we have a toilet upside down over the pilot seat? Would you buy that? I would buy that, because it's Drake, damn it.
...of this floating cathedral of haulage, you will feel like a king of the spaceway. Everyone will see you coming. Which is a good thing, because the visibility isn't a special...
Everybody's going to see you coming in a Drake. You best guarantee that. I'm sorry. Okay, that was a little over the top, Pepe. You're right. That was a little over the top.
Really great. If I'm being completely honest, this is one of the few faults I have with the Hercules line. While I do appreciate the panoramic wraparound windshield, It is,
Thank you, Aiden.
quite
It
frankly,
would be
a
revolutionary
terrible
design.
view to be flying something so big. There is simply no way to tell where the edges of this logistical leviathan actually are,
What a
or
lyricist.
even if you're still on the pad.
I smell
I
a
have to
song.
imagine the Dockworkers Union of Crusader is paid exceptionally well, knowing that at any moment they may be swept away into a crushing abyss by jet wash, or accidentally flattened from a hastily corrected landing strut.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I am genuinely surprised nobody has called Space OSHA about this. Someone call SPOSHA. In fairness, if you're flying the C2 with this view, and not this one, you're only asking for problems. But I wouldn't be object to maybe a small composite camera image on an MFD with a
He's called the pilot. Listen, dude. You're called the pilot. This is how you fly it. Don't start with me. You're called the pilot. I'm not called the pilot. This is your view, man. This is the professional angle.
top-down angle of where my industrial freight hauler for the 1% actually is in relation to the hangar. Just
Did
a
you like that
note
one?
For the Crusader eggheads
That was good,
listening.
man. That's
Not
one of my
that
faves.
they need my advice, though. Because somehow the
There's my brother. I'm feeling that.
With a common denominator.
With a common denominator. DG McConaughey. Thank you, Anarchy. I love you, bro.
Starlifter can do things other comparably sized ships
That's because you're a
simply
professional,
can't.
DY.
By all rights
Possibly,
and reason,
possibly.
this ship should fly like a brick in a wind tunnel. But it doesn't. In fact,
That's
it's
a
the
second
most
channel.
aerodynamic brick in its class. This mammoth mass hauler can outmaneuver both the Carrack and the Caterpillar.
If I had to
And
give,
even-
that's a great question. Half sex says DG. If you had to give the C2 a human name, what would it be? Probably Tom. Probably Tom.
Drop down a weight class to outflank the Connie Taurus. For only about 1 million more credits. You get more hauling capacity, better build quality, more hull, better shields, better speed, and a bigger gas tank. So, why would I buy the Connie then? If I'm short, I'd rather take out a loan from the shadier parts of ArcCorp. I can make it all back, plus the VIG, in less than a day. And when I'm done delivering barrel from the outposts of Daymar, I can land in the middle of nowhere, invite a few friends over, and provide a platform for the best kind of pastime. Doing something incredibly stupid. Far and away, my favorite feature of the C2 is the cargo bay. The floor is textured, the walls are canted, and when you put both ramps down, you can do this. To be clear, you should absolutely not do this, but
What's up, Sarah?
you
How you
can
doing? Welcome home.
if you're a better pilot than me. The truth is, if you're a dedicated space truck driver type, I haven't told you anything you don't already know. The C2 is such a staple in the logistics of the Empire that saying it's good is like saying water is wet. Van Duel like knives, Drake builds for piracy, and Crusader can ship a box. But it is wholly refreshing to me that the best option in this case isn't the cheapest option. It's not sheet metal riveted over an unshielded engine core and a pilot's seat that reminds you to keep your helmet on at all times. The C2 is simply nice to be in. There was thought in how it would be used and grace in its design. Prolific cargo space and a shower. There's even a recreation area with books and a dining table that I would want in my own home. Beds, lockers, and air conditioning. Imagine that. Making sure the guy delivering your package.
We went over that. We put a highlight on the channel about 2 days ago on the cutter variants. Yeah.
It really is no wonder the ship is so popular. And sometimes the popular choice is the best choice. Maybe that's the wisdom of the crowd. Or maybe some things are so good, everyone can see it.
This guy's really into this.
From breathtaking views, incredible.
Oh, get a different commercial. God.
Is calling.
Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like and share buttons for the algorithm. Give a special thanks to my cinematographer down in the comments below. Don't forget to check out her channel. And check out the Patreon if you'd like to see some behind-the-scenes stuff. Participate in the Q&A.
All right, that was okay, but it was no Drake commercial. You know what I'm saying? It's not anywhere close to it. It was a good try, pilot. Should have picked Drake. And, you know, pushing like, it doesn't work. You know, the YouTube algorithm is borked. It's favoring those that make YouTube and Google millions. And the only algorithm that works is the DG360 algorithm, spelled with rhythm.
Yes, sir. You're not gonna hate me. Yes.
You are the algorithm. This is the signal known as DG360, and we're having fun at the after party tonight. You should be here.